Welcome to the Resilience Podcast, where we embark together on the journey of transforming childhood trauma into growth and resilience. I'm Amandine Mas. I spent 30 years in traumatic amnesia, which began to live in 2020, revealing acute post-traumatic stress disorders, which also means that there is a new life after trauma. That's why I became a trauma-informed coach specializing in releasing buried childhood emotions to guide you on this beautiful adventure towards inner freedom, no matter your past. I'll see you right now for a new episode of Resilience. Hello and welcome. This is Amandine, an emotional coach. And as we discussed in the previous podcast, the first part of an emotional coaching session is to create safety in your body so that you come back to the present to your emotions before letting yourself be overwhelmed by them and before disconnecting from them. And in order to regulate or release them when the time is right. Okay? So why is it so important to create safety and presence to access your emotional freedom? Because we cannot release an emotion that we have felt in the past. We can release only the emotions we feel in the present, even if they are associated with thoughts of what we have experienced in the past, right? Only in the present you can meet your emotions and help them to be evacuated, to make room for new emotions in a smooth manner, in movement, like water. The liquid state being the healthy state of an emotion in a safe body, right? So now, before we move on to today's practice, let's clarify what inner safety is. It's very important to be honest about this because its opposite, insecurity, is a real issue. It's an invisible and insidious curse of our modern Western society. For me, inner safety is like aliens. We talk about it, we think we've seen it, but for many of us, we don't really know what we're talking about, and we've never really felt safety. It's a sad reality, but not at all inevitable, since we can strengthen our safety muscle to avoid falling into chronic anxiety or emotional disconnections. Two states I know very well from having spent 30 years of my life there. So, emotional safety is nothing else than a sensation. And it has nothing to do with what is happening around you. It's a feeling of being calm and confident, even if a change or a threat arises in your life. You feel connected to yourself, to your body, to others, to the grounds and beneath you, and to your environment, no matter what happens. Feeling safe can also, depending on the context, feeling curiosity, clarity, creativity, courage, connection, or compassion. When you are secure, you also behave differently in society. right? You don't need to fight with others anymore. You don't need to convince, to prove, to control all the time, or to escape an unpleasant situation or conversation. You don't have this urge to disconnect from your emotions to avoid suffering. And also, you don't need to please anyone to feel loved or accepted by a group or a family. You are loved. You are safe. And the 4 scenarios I just mentioned, right? Avoiding, fighting, disconnecting from your emotions, or pleasing people are actually the 4 most common insecurity scenarios in human beings. And they are very common. We feel very often insecure, and it's important to learn how to return to safety and how to maintain safety like a plant, to cultivate it. Okay, so now, how do you know if you feel safe right now? How do you know? The simplest, based on my experience with my body and my clients, is to visualize a window. It all starts with a window, which I call the window of emotional freedom, or the window of safety. It starts with a window and a body scan, right? So I'd like to invite you to quickly scan your body right now, right? From top to bottom and bottom to top, using your breath. I'll do it with you. From the head to toe, from toes to head. And now answer the following magical question. How do you feel in your body right now? I'm gonna help you answer this tricky but magical question, really. Do you feel rather calm, confident, and connected to yourself, to others, and to environment? It's a very honest question you have to ask yourself. And another very good test is, can you smile easily right now? Or do you feel your face is tense? Right? These sensations are sensations of safety, which means that you are in the window of emotional freedom, of safety, that you're free to engage with the world, with others, safely. But my real question is, do you truly feel free now to engage with the world, with others, or not really? Right? Because maybe your body is currently rather hyper activated than calm and confident, right? Maybe your body is currently feeling reactive, restless, anxious, tense, hyperactive, or defensive, right? This state of hyperactivation is triggered when you need to talk, to get information, to move, to think. You're on the go, and it's difficult to stay in the present because you need to go towards the future. And in that case, your body is rather hot, like a pressure cooker, like boiling water. And your breath is rather short, rapid, tense, like your muscles, your jaw, your shoulders, your stomach, right? Or maybe right now, your body is rather underactivated, like passive, confused, like somewhat empty, frozen, disconnected from the outside world. Maybe you feel stuck in your dreams, in your actions. You wait for it to pass, to no longer feel something that hurts you. In that case, that case is very normal as well. Your feelings are too intense to stay present, right? So you have some time to disconnect from others, from your daily life, in order to recharge, right? Because your feelings are too exhausting. But when you stay in this state for too long, your body accumulates a lot of energy to protect you from a potential new danger, as in the past. And this residual energy is trapped in your body, like in a freezer. So that's why your body feels rather cold, like icy water. Right? So what scenario is speaking to you the most right now? These two sensations of insecurity, hyper or hypoactivation of the nervous system, means that you are out of your window of safety, of emotional freedom, and that you need to create defense mechanisms to engage with the world, with others, like fighting or disconnecting. But this is step number 1 of emotional regulation. Becoming aware of your lack of inner safety in the present moment. Becoming aware of your internal unconscious mechanism that make you feel, make you flee or fight or freeze. In other terms, to regain inner safety, you must first become aware that you're no longer safe, that you have exited the window, right? But most humans don't know they feel insecure, so they can't regulate themselves, and they need external support like smoking, alcohol, food, or social media. That was my case for 35 years, until the day my anxiety skyrocketed, became chronic, and I had to learn to regulate my emotion and to transmit to others, as I'm doing it with you now. So my message today for you is that regardless of your emotional state, now hyperactivated or hypoactivated, it's totally okay, since you can at any time, except extreme risk, of course, but you can at any time return to your window of safety and freedom. It's like a muscle. It's your safety muscle. It's like going to the gym. What is serious and worrying in terms of public health is not leaving the window. It's not knowing how to return inside the window. Because in reality, your emotional state is constantly changing. You enter and exit the window all the time, all day, right? But if you haven't learned how to recover safety, if you grew up in an insecure family with parents who didn't know how to regulate their own emotions, you often find yourself stuck outside the window too long, like me for over 30 years. So let's learn together, shall we? In the upcoming episode, we will travel towards the window of emotional freedom to stay there as long as possible and to return there as quickly as possible by creating new neural pathways in order to welcome the messages of your intuition in a body that feels safe, calm, confident, and connected. In the meantime, I am available for you for any question below this episode and on my social media. And I also invite you to book your free consultation with me below if you're ready to see how trauma-informed coaching can help you find your best solutions, which are already there inside you. I'll see you soon.